بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers, sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this episode we are going to take verse number 15 of Surah Muhammad, in which the description of the rivers of the paradise is given. And the word mathal is used here for that description. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. مثل الجنة التي وعد المتقون فيها أنهار من ماء غير آسن وأنهار من لبن لم يتغير طعمه وأنهار من خمر لذة للشاربين وأنهار من عسل مصفى ولهم فيها من كل الثمرات ومغفرة من ربهم كمن هو خالد في النار وسقوا ماء حميما فقطع أمعاءهم. Here is a parable of the garden which the righteous are promised. In it are rivers of water incorruptible, rivers of milk of which the taste never changes, rivers of wine a joy to those who drink, and rivers of honey pure and clear. In it there are for them all kinds of fruits and grace from their Lord. Can those in such bliss be compared to such as shall dwell forever in the fire and be given to drink boiling water so that it cuts up their intestines into pieces? So that is you can say the parable, you can say the description which is given of the rivers of Al-Jannah. And we have said right from the beginning that the word mathal, it got different meanings, and one of the meaning is the description. And that is the best example of that meaning. Mathalul Jannah allati wu'ida al-muttaqun. The description of the gardens which are promised to those people who got the taqwa, the fear of Allah. Now here it is mentioned about the four rivers. First, the river of water ghairi asin, which is not corruptible, which is not stinking at all. Because as you know that if the water remains stationary in a place, it stings. But that is the flowing water of Al-Jannah, it is not going to stink at all. The second example is the rivers of the milk. Lam yataghayyar ta'mu. Because the milk itself, if it stays for days and days, it may become sour. But the milk of Al-Jannah, the paradise, the taste is not going to be changed at all. And the third example is the rivers of the wine. Ladhatin lisharibin. That is always tasty for the people to drink. When we mention the word khamr, which is wine, it may be very strange for some believers. But let us know here that there is no comparison between the things of this world and the things of the hereafter. The fruits of this world and the fruits of the hereafter. No comparison whatsoever. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about the wine, just take the word is the same word, khamr, but it is not the khamr of this world. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said about the khamr of this world, la yusaddaun anha wa la yunzifun. In the hereafter, it is not like the wine of the world, which create headache for you. You got headache after drinking the wine, and wala yunzifun, and you are intoxicated with that. No, in the wine of al-akhirah, there is no headache at all, and there is no intoxication at all. So the wine of al-akhirah is pure, is clean, is going to give you nourishment and pleasure. And the fourth description is that of honey. وَأَنْهَارٌ مِّنْ عَسَلٍ مُصَفَّى, the rivers of very pure and clear honey. Again, it is not coming from the bellies of the bees. No, that is created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the same way, the milk is not coming from the udders of the cows. It is created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially for the people in Al-Jannah. And then وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا مِنْ كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ, and they got fruits of each and every nature. What type of fruit you want, that would be there. وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا مِنْ كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ, and above all, وَمَغْفِرَةٌ مِّنْ رَبِّهِمْ, and they got forgiveness from their Lord. And if a man is forgiven, what else he wants? The end of the parable is that person who got all these different types of bliss, bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is enjoying in the paradise all what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to him, could he be equal to that person? Kaman huwa khalidun finna, the person who is in the torture, in the hellfire, the person who is entertained by boiling water, which is going to cut his intestines. They are not equal. Of course, they are not equal. One is dignified and honored. The other is humiliated and disgraced. And this difference comes because of the difference in their actions. Now, these rivers, in one hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, the source is given as well. The Prophet ﷺ has said, إِذَا سَأَلْتُمُ اللَّهَ فَاسْأَلُوا الْفِرْدَوْسِ فَإِنَّهُ أَوْسَطُ الْجَنَّةِ وَأَعْلَى الْجَنَّةِ وَمِنْهُ تُفَجَّرُ أَنْهَارُ الْجَنَّةِ وَفَوْقَهُ عَرْشُ الرَّحْمَنِ. If you are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala something, then ask Al-Firdaus. And we have said in a previous episode that the word paradise in English, that is the same Arabic word Al-Firdaus. Ask Firdaus, what is Firdaus? That is the best of Al-Jannah. And that is the highest place in Al-Jannah. Because, of course, in the paradise itself there are many ranks. And this is why the word darajat is used for the ranks of Al-Jannah. And as far as the hellfire is concerned, there are also many levels, but they are going deeper and deeper. And the word which is used in Arabic, which is darakat. So darakat is for the hellfire, and darajat is for Al-Jannah. And it is said here, and if you want to ask, then ask Al-Firdaus, because it is in the middle of Al-Jannah, it is the highest place in Al-Jannah, and from there comes all the rivers of Al-Jannah. وَمِنْهُ تُفَجَّرُ أَنْهَارُ الْجَنَّةِ وَفَوْقَهُ عَرْشُ الرَّحْمَنِ. And above it is the throne of Ar-Rahman, the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And here, as long as I have mentioned this hadith, let me quote another thing which is very, very near to it, very appropriate to mention it, and that is the case of a Sahabi, Abdullah ibn Mughaffal, who heard his son making a supplication and saying in his supplication, "O Allah, I want my castle in the right side of Al-Jannah, with white color. Yani he is asking a white castle, and he is also locating the place as well in the right side of Al-Jannah. So Abdullah ibn Mughaffal heard the prayer of his son, and he said, my son, just ask for Firdaus. Just ask for Firdaus. Don't dictate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the location and the site of your palace as well. Leave it. And this is regarded as transgressing in the prayer itself. Transgressing, because inna Allah la yuhibbul muqtadin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like those people who transgress, who exceed the limit. Limit is in everything, even in dua. When you make dua, when you make prayers and supplication, there is a limit there. You can't ask something which is impossible. A person who is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, give me children, sons, daughters, always asking this. But he does not marry. He does not marry. So he is asking for impossible things. Man, go and marry. And after that, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give you the children. So anyhow, now coming back to our subject, Quran also said in Surah Al-Rahman, وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. The person who fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he got two Jannah, not just one Jannah, one paradise, two paradises. That is a favor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then, in the very same description of Jannah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, فِيهَا مِن كُلِّ فَاكِهَةٍ زَوْجَانٍ فِيهِمَا مِن كُلِّ فَاكِهَةٍ زَوْجَانٍ. In these two paradises, you will find from each fruit a pair. Yani even the fruits are coming into pairs. And that is because even in this world, what is the beauty and how the people enjoy their dwelling and their places. Normally they want gardens in their houses. And again, the people who go for recreation and for passing their holidays, normally they want to go to a place where there are a lot of gardens and rivers or the seaside. That is the human nature. And I was amazed to read about a woman, an English woman who became Muslim. Why? She said that when I read Al-Quran and when I read the description of Al-Jannah in Al-Quran again and again, that how is the Jannah and how the fruits of Al-Jannah and how the rivers are flowing underneath, she said that we, especially she said about her own people, we like gardens and we like water, we like rivers. So this was very near to our nature when I read the description of Al-Jannah in Al-Quran, and that tempted me to become Muslim. And she became Muslim just reading the description of Al-Jannah in Al-Quran. And with this we come to the end of this program. وصلى الله تعالى على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.